Expectations in Marriage by William G. Defoore, Ph.D. Narrated by William G. Defoore.
Our topic today, Expectations at the Marriage Altar, is to kind of look at some of those thoughts and feelings that may have faded into the background, but were certainly there at the beginning, and what happens over time in our marriages as those expectations perhaps fade away or are not met. So we'll look at some of the disappointment that comes up, and perhaps at times even anger that comes up when those expectations are not met. First, let's look at what did you expect? Well, certainly we expected love. That's why we get married. And romance. Certainly, these are some things we expect. And ideally, a best friend. A lot of people believe that, and I certainly concur, that a friendship is a foundation for a romantic relationship, for an intimate relationship, and that's the fallback plan. When the romance isn't working and all of those marriage components are not working like they should, if you've got a good friendship for a fallback, then there's a lot more stability in the relationship. Number one supporter, to feel like your spouse is going to be there by your side no matter what. It's a tall order sometimes because the what can be pretty extreme, but still that's part of what we expect, isn't it? Is that that's going to be our number one supporter, a buffer against the world. When the world has beat us up and knocked us down and chewed us up and spit us out, we want our spouse to be there and to listen and not be a part of the world that's beating us up and knocking us down. Someone you can count on. Now, we probably all have people we can count on. And we know who those people are, and sometimes, usually we can only count them on one hand. But we'd like our spouse, and we certainly expected our spouse to be one of those people that we could absolutely count on. So what did you not expect? Anger. You're so great, let's get married and we can have some wonderful fights and argue a lot. It's not part of the plan. It's like, I think we could get married and have a wonderful time and then we'll be angry at each other a lot. It's never a part of the plan, and yet sometimes it happens. Distance, never a part of the plan. We're really close now. We'll grow apart over the years and be really distant from each other, but let's go ahead and get married anyway. It's not a part of the plan. We don't expect it, but it does happen. Irritation. You're sort of in each other's space when you get married, right? It's like this, all of that presenting only your best self when you're dating and courting. You don't have an opportunity. Your worst self shows up. You wake up in the morning and you're a long way from your best self, and there's your spouse looking at you. So there's some irritation that shows up sometimes. You're bumping into each other in a tight space, and have disagreements about who needs to do what when, that kind of thing. And irritation is certainly going to show up, and at times rejection. With the distance, people will seek entertainment, excitement, companionship elsewhere. And there's certainly a feeling of rejection that goes along with that. And judgment. It's pretty hard not to judge your spouse, isn't it? It's like it's really hard not to judge ourselves. But I think it's even harder not to judge our spouse because they're right there. And we have this great opportunity to evaluate them every day. It's like...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?